It won't be long now, kid. Here they come.
The Amsterdam Theater.
Come on, baby, the coast is clear.
Oh, Larry, I'm afraid.
Well, it's not a thing to be scared of, kid. Come on and watch your future husband work into this profession.
Isn't it wonderful, darling, our going to the Follies on our first night in town after the honeymoon trip?
Yes, dearest. And it was wonderful luck you getting those tickets.
Oh, Albert, you're so wonderful.
Oh, Larry.
Not a thing to be scared of, kid. We're as safe as if it was in a police station at Flatbush.
Oh, Larry.
Hey, this is what I call a regular dump. I know how to pick 'em, kid.
Wouldn't it be grand if we could start in housekeeping like this, honey?
You stick to me and you'll have a mansion on Park Avenue. Now let's see what's what, baby.
I never heard of such a silly thing. To forget tickets on a night like this.
I'm sorry, dearest. As I've told you 40 times, I thought I had them.
Well, now hurry, stupid, and don't keep me waiting all night.
No, darling, I know just where they are. I'll hurry.
Oh, Larry.
Okay, baby, they're all for you.
Larry, it sounds like a taxi. Maybe they're coming back.
Not a chance, kid. I sent them tickets for the Follies. Nobody ever leaves the Follies until the last kick.
Oh, Larry, you're wonderful.
You said it, baby.
Oh, I see something here I want. This darling little vanity bag.
It's all yours. And if you want something you don't see, ask for it. That's the kind of guy I am. Well, I guess we might as well get to work. Now listen, Flo, you ease in the other room and see what you can find laying around loose. I'll go over things here. Now run along like good girl.
When we get married, we ought to get our pictures in the Sunday supplements under the heading, Husbands and Wives Who Work Together. Oh. Oh.
Hey, how's pickings out there, baby?
Oh, wonderful, Larry.
Goodness gracious.
Put up your hands.
You're not going to shoot me.
Not if you do as I tell you. Now keep them mitts up. Higher.
But I can't reach any higher.
Sit down.
Oh, I can't stay. My wife's waiting for me.
Oh, that's just too bad.
But I left Irene down in a cab. She'll be wondering why I don't come back.
Say, what the devil did you come back for anyhow?
Well, I forgot our theater tickets.
Forgot your tickets?
Yes, you see, a friend gave Irene, that's my wife, 2 tickets for the Follies tonight. And in the confusion of departure, I left them there on the table.
Oh, you poor sap.
Yes, I know. It was stupid of me. My wife said so, too.
Well, she had you right, kid. You're not going to stop this job now.
Oh, I wouldn't think of interfering.
Hand that. I got one nut on my hands now.
Oh, Larry, I told you something would happen.
Calm down. Nothing's happened.
But who is he?
Why,
Never mind, I'll tell her. This, Flo, is Mr. Albert Fenton.
How do you do?
The man who lives here.
Our host.
But we saw them leave for the show.
Well, I didn't take it into account that this guy was weak-minded. He forgot his ticket. And his wife's waiting downstairs.
She'll be up here next.
Let her come.
I'm sorry to trouble you, sir, but I really must be allowed to lower my arms. They feel as if they were going to drop off.
Well, I guess we can oblige you now. Flo, look around for something to tie him up with. Hey, you know of any rope around here?
Rope? No rope. Oh, there's some stout cord in the drawer of that hutch.
Well, get it out, Flo.
I'll be right out.
I hope this cord doesn't cut his wrist.
Well, just be sure you get it tight.
Well, I don't want to hurt him.
Oh, that's all right. You're not hurting. Not at all, miss.
Say, this is no pink tea.
Albert! Albert!
That's my wife now. Don't be rough with her. You know, this is the first time we've ever had burglars.
Call out to her.
Is that you, darling?
Albert! Albert, what are you doing all this time? We're awfully late. Albert!
Hey, Anna, I'll have to tie a string around it. Whistle, stop it!
Oh,
Stop
don't
it!
you dare touch me, you awful man. Oh. Albert, darling. What have they done to you?
Nothing, Angel, nothing. I'm just feeling dandy.
Oh, I know. We're being robbed.
The kid's clever.
I feel like fainting.
It's all right with me, sister. Pick out a soft spot and flop.
But don't mind her. She'll be all right in a minute. Oh, would you mind getting her a glass of water, Mr. Burglar?
Oh, get it, Flo. I'll put a little hooch in it. You'll have to let us tie you up, Angel.
You won't mind it at all after you get used to it.
Oh, but I don't want to be tied up.
Now, you sit right down beside me, and he'll tie you up just like me, won't you?
Sure.
Oh, say,
That's fine.
And shall I put my hands back of me, just like my husband?
That's a good girl.
Oh, but I better take off my wrap first.
Oh, darling, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, but it's so warm.
Oh, so that's why hubby didn't want you to take off the cake.
Oh, you wouldn't take those pearls. They're a wedding gift from her father.
Hey, you're not so dumb as you look, are you? You couldn't be.
Feel better now, sweetheart?
Yes, dearest.
Well, Flo, I guess we can start collecting.
you mean we're going to go on robbing them now?
Well, sure, why not?
But they came back.
Well, that's not our fault.
Oh, but it's different now.
I don't see how.
I'm no saint, Larry, but I haven't got the heart to steal before their very eyes.
Well, if they don't like it, they can close their eyes.
I can't do it, Larry. I can't do it.
Now, listen, you're making a monkey out of us before these strangers. You do as I tell you. Go get me them pearls.
I can't do it, Larry.
Well, I'll be...
Oh, isn't that a shame?
I think you're a brute to make her cry like that, so there.
All right, Flo, I was only kidding. You don't have to take...
Oh, now, baby, don't.
All right, listen, not so loud. Now, listen to reason, Flo. We went to a lot of trouble and expense to frame this job. You surely wouldn't want us to leave now empty-handed. Why, it'd be nothing short of criminal.
Larry, I know I'm acting like a little fool, but I just can't have a hand in stealing their wedding presents. It's too near our own wedding. Maybe that's why I feel this way.
Well, what's our wedding got to do with it?
Everything. I can never marry you, Larry, if you rob them.
Hey, is that on the level?
That's how I feel, Larry.
I guess you win, baby. Might as well wash up and beat it. Come on.
Oh, wait. I've got a wonderful idea, Mr. Larry.
All right, spill it.
I wouldn't say anything, dearest, if I were you.
You know, Albert, we've so many wedding gifts that they're actually a nuisance.
Yes, dearest.
Well, why couldn't we let them take a few we don't need?
But, sweetheart...
You mean take enough to pay us for our time?
Yes. You see, we've just stacks of wedding gifts that we have no use for whatever. It would really be doing us a favor if you'd steal some.
No, that is an idea.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, you're not so dumb either for a blonde.
Oh, I thought you'd like it. You know, we'd already thought some of selling the things we didn't want. But we were afraid of being found out, weren't we, Albert?
Yes, Angel.
There doesn't seem to be any way of getting rid of them without making someone you love feel badly. You wouldn't mind stealing some of our things if we gave you permission, would you?
Of course not, Mrs. Benton.
Well, what do you think we ought to start in to take?
Well, let me see. Oh, there's so much. I hardly know what to tell you.
Anything you say.
Well, over there on that tea cart, you'll find 3 silver water bottles. You leave us the one that's engraved with our initials. They're very expensive. They came from Tiffany's.
But, dearest...
Now, darling, don't interrupt. In those 4 long boxes over there, you'll find solid silver cheese knives.
Gee, do these Park Avenue birds eat cheese with a knife?
Why, certainly, stupid.
A dozen berry spoons, 2 gold fruit dishes, 8 pickle forks, 3 electric toasters, 7 cocktail
Hey, wait
shakers.
a minute. You're going too fast.
8 pickle forks, 3 electric toasters. Well, would you be interested in a stuffed owl?
A stuffed what?
Owl. Over there. It's a present from Albert's Uncle Hubert out in Nebraska. He's a taxi. What do you call them?
Taxi driver?
Oh, no. You know, Albert. What's your Uncle Hubert?
A taxidermist.
Oh, yes. That's it. You know, he stuffs things. He says the owl's a very fine specimen.
Mm-hmm. If it's all the same to you, we'll pass up the owl.
Why, of course we'll take it, Larry.
Now, how are we going to carry an owl?
And would you like some nice hand-painted china? It's very expensive.
I know, and I appreciate your offering it to us. But you see, it's sort of out of date. No market for it.
It strikes me that he's getting frightfully particular.
Oh, I don't blame him a bit, Albert. You know yourself it's hideous.
Hey, you haven't got a couple of old suitcases we could carry this stuff in, have you?
Oh, yes. There's one in our dining room. Brand new.
Yes, brand new.
I'll be glad to show you. Only...
Oh, pardon me.
Oh, thank you. You're very considerate.
Oh,
now,
don't
you just
mention
come
it.
this way. We have any number of flat pieces of Sheffield that are duplicates in here, too, that I wish you'd see if you care to have. Also, a handsome chafing dish, an enamel mantel clock, and a Bible.
How long have you been doing this sort of thing?
You mean taking things?
Yes.
Well, Larry's had a good deal of experience. But I'm very green at it.
Well, you're not exactly my idea of a burglar.
I'll tell you something if you promise not to tell.
Well, I promise.
Well, this is the first time I ever helped Larry.
Really?
And it's going to be the last. Larry's promised me he'll never burgle again after tonight.
Well, I'm glad of that, because he's sure to get caught sooner or later.
That's what I tell him. I don't want my husband doing time. I want him home with me. As soon as we're married, Larry's going to go straight and be a bootlegger.
Well, that's splendid.
Well, if it doesn't, we'll make a second trip. Not bad, huh?
I don't know if it's just right, my wife acting that way with a strange man.
Don't worry. Larry never mixes pleasure with business.
No.
You're certainly a clever person.
Now you're just kidding me.
Albert, I just asked Mr. Larry how he liked being a burglar. And just like that, he said, oh, it's all right, but it keeps me up nights.
Oh, Larry, you're always pulling that old one.
That isn't funny.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to go, Irene?
Oh. Can you think of anything else, Albert?
What about the brass cuspidor your cousin Walter sent us?
Oh, I'd like to oblige you, but I really wouldn't have any use for a cuspidor. Give it to the janitor.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Gee, this weighs a ton.
Are you about ready, Larry?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, you'll have to tie me up again before you go, Mr. Larry.
Well, what's the big idea?
And, Mr. Larry, will you do me just one more little favor? When you get to a drugstore, phone police headquarters and tell them there's been a robbery here.
Well, I don't get you.
Well, I want the police to break in and rescue us, just like the movie.
Uh-huh.
It's just like a play, isn't it, Albert?
Yes, isn't it?
And when the cops come, what are you going to tell them?
Well, what shall I tell them?
Well, say that you was robbed by two short men with long gray beards.
Two short men with long gray beards. Help me to remember that, Albert.
Yes, darling. Will you please tell me how that you knew that my wife and I were going to the Follies tonight?
Larry sent you those theater tickets.
What?
Why, darling, you told me they were from a friend of yours.
She thought they were. After this, be suspicious of anything you get for nothing.
Goodbye. I'll never forget what you did.
And I'll never forget you either. All my life I've had the wrong impression of burglars. After all, you're just folks like us.
Why, say.
I'll never be afraid of burglars again, Albert.
Well, they're not all as nice as us, are they, kids?
You won't forget to phone the police to come and release us, will you, old man?
I won't let him forget.
Well, so long.
Oh, wait a minute, wait! You're forgetting Uncle Hubert's stuffed owl.
Oh, get it, Flo. You must come and see us sometime when we get settled. We'll send you cards.
Isn't this fun, darling?
Yes, I suppose so. But, darling, I don't understand why you were so anxious to have them steal all our things. Why, they must have taken $1,000 worth.
Why, I hope it's 2,000.
What?
Why, darling, you forget our burglary insurance you took out yesterday. Now, aren't you proud of your little wife?
Oh, my word. Oh, my word.
Why, darling, what's the matter?
I forgot to take out the burglary insurance.